Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Outer Rim Cantina. My name's Alan, and today I'm here to talk about the brand new trailer that released yesterday for the 7th and final season of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Along with the trailer, we also got the official release date of Episode 1, February 21st. I'm pretty sure the season will release the same way The Mandalorian did, with an episode every Friday. And if that's the case, then I will have a new episode review up each Saturday for the whole season. Now let's get into the trailer. It opens up with a monologue from Maul, who is going to be the overarching and main bad guy of the whole season. He talks about how the Jedi and Republic are about to die, and that the galaxy is going to be remade. As Maul is talking, we also get to see a handful of shots from both the Siege of Mandalore and Bad Batch arcs. It then cuts to a shot of a handful of Jedi, along with clone commanders Bly and Bukhara, standing around a holotable, looking at a star chart that's most likely the Mandalore system, or a portion of the Outer Rim. Maul's line is immediately followed up by a hologram of Mace Windu repeating his line from Revenge of the Sith, "I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi." The events of the final few episodes of the season look like they're going to run up parallel to the events of Revenge of the Sith, so we'll get to see a few gaps left by time jumps in the movie filled in. The scene then cuts to Maul using the Force to get into Jesse's mind. This could be happening for a number of reasons, but an interesting theory is that Maul is trying to activate the inhibitor chip inside of Jesse for whatever reason. It's likely that Maul knows about Palpatine's plan, since he was there from the beginning, but just how much he knows remains to be seen. If Maul did know about Palpatine's endgame, then taking over Mandalore would just be a step in his own plan of amassing enough power to survive the coming Empire. We then get to see some shots of Ahsoka from her arc at the beginning of the season, when she's on Coruscant just after leaving the Jedi Order, mixed in with a conversation with Rex about the war, where Ahsoka talks about how the Jedi are peacekeepers instead of soldiers, and Rex follows that up by saying the clones have mixed feelings about the war, because without it, they simply wouldn't exist. Maul then follows up his speech about the plan, indicating that he does know about Palpatine's goals, and maybe even in-game with the Clone Wars. More shots of Mandalore and Bad Batch, as well as the beginning of the duel between Maul and Ahsoka. Between that, we also see Anakin in his Revenge of the Sith model, facing down Admiral Trench, who has somehow just refused to die throughout the entire war. We also get another shot of Anakin talking with a hologram Padme, where she is visibly pregnant. I've heard some people say that this is before the opening of Revenge of the Sith, and Anakin would just be completely oblivious at this point, but I think a better explanation would be that this scene is taking place in between some events from the movie. We also get more shots of Ahsoka alone on the Bridge of a Venator, like the first shot with Captain Rex. I'm fairly certain this is an Order 66 scene, because between the cuts of other shots where we see Ahsoka holding the hand of a clone on a Venator as he's presumably dying, and then a final shot of Ahsoka standing on a holotable with a collapsed Captain Rex on the ground next to her as she's using the Force to seal the door shut. As we know from the Ahsoka novel, Captain Rex and Ahsoka faked their deaths and disappeared into the galaxy after Order 66, but we don't know for sure that Captain Rex didn't at least try to execute the order. It would be really interesting, but also really heart-wrenching, if Rex tried to gun down Ahsoka, but then Ahsoka knocks him out and seals the both of them in a room together so she can try and make Rex overcome the programming of the chip. We know that's possible thanks to the Kanan comic, where Caleb Doom was able to convince this clone captain to let him escape after he'd been captured, and then that clone went on to sabotage the ship they were on, destroying it after Caleb got away. That whole set of shots further leads me to believe that the later episodes of the season will be happening at about the same time as Revenge of the Sith, which will just be super cool to see. All in all, this is probably the best Star Wars trailer we've gotten in a while, and it is certainly the best animated trailer I've ever seen. It set the tone of impending doom and heartache perfectly, without giving away much of the actual episodes or season content. We already know the outcome of the season after all, and it's not very good. As I've said before, The Clone Wars is my Star Wars, and it's what shaped my childhood. I was already excited and hyped for the final season, but this trailer just raised that bar up to 11. I'm already counting down the days until the 21st. As always, I'd love to know what you think of the trailer down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video or any of the other content here in the Cantina, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like, as those really do help a small channel like this, and consider subscribing if you want to see more Outer Rim Cantina content in your subscription feeds every week. That's all the time I've got for today. I hope to see you back here in the Cantina on Saturday for another Star Wars video. Until then, may the Force be with you.